Hey there, Wastelanders, it's Brother Mike, and thank you so much for joining me. Today, we're going to be talking about some predictions I have about Fallout Season 3. Fallout Season 2 has left us on a big cliffhanger. The Legion is coming to conquer Vegas, while the NCR just rolled in, and Mr. House has just woken back up or been brought back to life. There is so much that could happen, and on top of that, the Ghoul has now parted with Lucy and seems to be heading to Colorado. So, what we've known and heard from the directors and such is that the Ghoul is not going to just teleport to Colorado, kind of like how Lucy and the Ghoul teleported into New Vegas and the Mojave Desert this season. He wants there to be an actual journey there, so we may get to see some things that we've never seen before, which is huge. That's something that I think all of us Fallout fans have been looking for in the show, is something new and not somewhere else that we've already seen. Mainly because we don't want them to ruin things we like, but also because we want to see new things in the Fallout universe. We're tired of seeing the same things over and over again. But we are. With the Legion versus the NCR versus Mr. House all over again. But this time, they're not battling over the dam. They're battling over Vegas. And not only what Vegas holds, but the promise of what Vegas may make them in the future. Ooh, I know, just drop some heat there, because the Legion want to take it over so they can make their new Rome, Caesar's Palace, as he says. But I think they want to do the same thing that the Kaisar from Fallout New Vegas, the game, wants to do, which is make it their Rome, start to change, have their big renaissance there. And the NCR obviously want to take it back over as just another state, or as potentially a way to get their foothold in the wasteland again. And Mr. House, who we thought was dead and has been inferenced to being dead, but may not be dead, is come back and is still watching over the Lucky 38. And there's a lot with him. He has unlimited energy. And if in this next season they can take it back from him, I find that very unlikely. He's not going to give up Cold Fusion. And realistically, anyone coming after Cold Fusion, potentially the Brotherhood, and obviously with the Enclave, I think we're going to see them start to implement their chips. Now, we know that Hank has sent out all the data that he's acquired from these chips by what he says in that last episode, and that they're already probably implanting people, and not with the ones that we can see, with the mini ones that no one can see. All that's there is a little scar. So maybe we'll see the Ghoul run into people chipped up. We really will have no idea who is chipped up. And also, is Hank lying, or are we going to see Hank return? Now, I bet you're asking, he erased his memory. But we've only seen the chips work for a very, 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 very short period of time, which means we may be able to see them in all their flaws. Now, I'm not 100% certain that Mr. House would give Vault-Tec the means to take over anybody or anything, even including Mr. House. I mean, if someone chipped him up, they could use him, theoretically, unless he found a way to stop that. But it's a possibility. So I have a feeling Mr. House hit some caveats in it. Or at least that it wasn't perfected technology, which I hope we get to see. This chip is kind of extremely overpowered. Like, I would arguably say that this chip may be one of the most powerful technologies beside Cold Fusion that we've ever seen in the games. And that's merely because of what they can do. And if you want to know more about the automated chip, I made a video about it. It's probably right here, so go check that out. But there's still the question is, how are the chips going to... How are people going to deal with them? Are we going to see some of our characters get chipped? That would be devastating. And are we going to see through the Chicken Lover and through Lucy's father, Hank, that these chips aren't all that they say they are? Or they aren't all that they think they are? That they start to bring back those memories. And that, who knows, we may see Hank call Lucy Sugar Pot or Sugar Bomb. Or we may see the Chicken Lover... Yeah, the Chicken Lover. I was going to call him the snake oil salesman. He's the Chicken Lover. We may see him start to gain an affinity for chickens and Fisto again in some way. The possibilities are endless, but I really think there's something there. I don't think these chips work 100% because it would be too convenient to the plot. But that's not what today's video is about. And looking back at Mr. House, I believe he's going to use Lucy and Maximus as his new pawns, as his new courier like he uses us. But I think he is going to tell them where the Enclave is, but there's gotta be some caveat. We know the house always wins, but the house is always scheming. And so I wouldn't say Lucy and Maximus are as safe as we think they are, but I have a feeling we're going to see Lucy, Maximus, and Mr. House work together in some way. Or at least Maximus and Mr. House. I think Maximus knows and can respect power, and he knows it when he sees it. And I think this is a perfect example. And also, some people thinking that he's not dead, or that he is dead, Mr. House. He's not dead. He's still in the Lucky 38 systems. He just was broadcasting himself. And then he also does that when he doesn't trust the people. When we first walk into the Lucky 38, half the time we see the no connection screen until we go up and talk to him. Why is that? Because he's hiding himself. He doesn't want them to know that he's alive until they slip out that they've had something to do with all of this, where then he'll know that these are key players, just like how the Courier is a key player in the whole that whole game, and how the game was rigged from the start. And could this possibly be rigged from the start? Who knows? But I'm excited to see where they go with that, and I really hope that Maximus gets that Pip-Boy with Mr. House's face on it, and he leads them to Colorado where they're supposed to go, because we know he had access to that administrative vault, the same vault that was sending out transmissions to the Enclave, meaning I bet he could locate a general area or exactly where the Enclave were at, and has probably been monitoring everything Hank has done or said, including all the progress he made on the chips. Meaning, could we potentially see Mr. House help the Enclave and tell Lucy and Maximus that he's there to help them, just in the end for him to use the same thing to get what he wants? Now, I'm not 100% sure, and I don't think he would use this technology. He's not a fan of slavery, and it'd be a big character change if they kind of just made him okay with taking over people. This is worse than slavery. This is completely erasing someone's identity and replacing them with a robot. I feel like slavery would be a better alternative to this, because at least you are still you. In this, you're a husk of yourself. You're just something programmed, a personality. And so I'm excited to see that. But one thing I'm confused about is how the NCR is going to fend off this Legion. This Legion has thousands of men. It's not hundreds, it's thousands. When they previously maybe had a couple hundred amongst the two camps, which have just fought a civil war and are now instantly going to take New Vegas without any time of healing or anything. A little weird. Are we going to see Mr. House help the NCR just to push them out again? I mean, that would be pretty cool to see once again, or at least see them working together. They're going to need each other's help, and we know that Mr. House probably, most definitely, still has his Securitron army. There's a lot that's at play, and I'm very excited to see where it goes. And are we going to potentially see the original Enclave come back? Now, what I mean by that are the founders. Did they preserve themselves? And have they been slowly waking up this entire time to really make sure that they are the ones that won? Was their first stage, wiping the surface, and then the second stage, Reclamation Day, taking it back over? And their predecessors haven't been able to finish that first step, so this is where they're going to have to step in and take over and do what the ones that they set after them and now kind of before them, because if they preserved themselves from pre-war, the Enclaves would be the Enclaves after them, but then if they woke up, they would be the Enclaves before them. That's a little weird. But I'm really excited to see where this goes. I'm really pumped and amped. So let me know what you guys think about it down below, and let me know the theories that you have, and if you disagreed or agree with anything I said, Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't. And once again, I thank you guys so much. I think the last time I checked, we're at 1,464 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I will try and go live later tonight. I've been having some issues, but with all that being said, you don't forget. You are cared for, you are loved, and you stay safe out there, Wastelanders.